What's good? It's your boy Fannon. All right, let's talk this boxing this morning. Been a lot of interesting stuff going on, man. I wait for cats to come on through. Don Ron, what's going on, man? What's going on? Kesha Alexander, what's going? K Black in the building. What's good, man? Early top of the morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good, man? What's going on, Kanai Williams? Sam Getty, what's good, man? Bottom of Cali, what's going on? General Squirrels, yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it. Retro boxing. Blood, you was going, man, Blood, you was going off last night. I didn't get to see the Smoke City Mobcast because I was doing something with the family. But man, you was not trying to hear it, dog, huh? You were not trying to hear it, man. Oh man, that shit was classic, man. That's what made me like your channel, man. Cause God dog, boy, when you feeling it, you feeling it. And that's what's up. Doc Holiday, what's going on? BBG, Kesha Alexander, Big Money, Native Black Faculty Boxing, what's going on, man? Swift 46, Ali Voso, Tito Carlisle, what's going on, man? Salute to you, Michael James, Young Merv, the Cut Man, what's good? My man Jeff Marshall, top of the morning. Curtis Anderson, always good to talk to you, man. It was good to talk to you this morning. What's going on, King Diesel? What's happening with you? Yes, sir. Muhammad is the one. What's going on, man? Hey, man, by the way, yeah, man, I'm not gonna do a video about that, about the fact that, you know, we don't even know what Canelo's gonna be able to do with the zone, man. People think that Canelo does great pay-per-view numbers all the time, man. He's done them the last 3 fights because he fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., he fought Gennady Golovkin twice. But before that, dude, Canelo's been known to dip down into the 300, 500,000 pay-per-view buys before, man. Canelo needs to fight somebody in order to get really, really big numbers. And if people don't already have, he's already fighting on a network that people knew. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes, man. But for Canelo, though, hey, they grabbed the bag. And that's a good, hey, man, that's what you call capitalizing on what you have. Yes, sir. What's going on, Michael Johnson, Lowland Profits, Harold Jones, Ronald Jones? What's good? We got Harold and Ronald Jones, man. What's going on in the ATL, Harold? Melvin Jackson, Tony Snowflakes. What's going on, man? Turnbuckle Boxing 205. I always look forward to your show, Fanad. Hey, man, I appreciate it. I look forward to doing it, man. Retro Boxing, Blood Boxing, Retro Boxing says, shout out to the LDBC. Yes, absolutely. Shout out to the LDBC. And to those that don't like it, you know, suck a dick up till you hiccup, dude. That is where I am with that, because these cats have lost their dang mind. And honestly, man, these cats ain't even really like, man, it's getting out of hand, man. It's getting to the point of being comedy. The drama that is going on around cats, man. It's like people don't even understand what's going on. It's a black boxing community, man. We don't need you. It don't need your opinion. Sharing mine, sharing ours, sharing cats in the comment section, sharing theirs. Just, hey, man, what? You ever notice, man, how, like, I don't know if I went to black college, and it was like whenever there would be a party at like a picnic or something, it's like somebody always felt the necessity to call the police and like section off the whole area. You know what I mean? But because I was in New Orleans, so we used to like go down to the lake. There used to be like picnics at the lakefront or picnics and off in like some different areas, and they would always like cordon it off with the police, right? But when you go to Tulane, it was like you could have a block party over by Tulane, man. People be all up and down the block, and nobody would ever call the police to be 100%. But it's like, as soon as there's a group of a few hundred, or probably more than a few thousand black fight fans, and get together and start talking about stuff, if you feel like you got to like edit people, you got a whole, community of boxing fans that are, all of a sudden, or not boxing fans, or cats that act like, they got to, like it's their job to police. It's like it's their job to police what people say and make sure that they correct people and all that crap, man. Like, dude, if you don't like what people got to say, man, just go on about your business. K Black says, shout out to the whole LDBC, salute Retro Boxing. Deion Washington, I thought we were cleaning up the sport of boxing, but we reward a known drug offender with $365 million. Good job, boxing. That's a good point, man. But here's the thing, man. You know, hey, dollars ain't, if people are going to tune in, people are going to pay the money. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I think that a lot of times, man, that whole drug thing, yep, Kappa Beach Party at Galveston, that's when they oh, dude, god dog, yeah. I've never been to Galveston. I was thinking about the Virginia Beach shit that happened in like the late 1980s, man. But yeah, they're gonna block that whole thing off, dude. General scores Fannon, I think Benavidez shot himself in the leg. That would be a dumbass dude. Anyway, he took a bullet to it, you know. He took a bullet to it. But this is what I wanted to talk about, man. People keep talking about, like, I was listening to what is this dude's name, man? Oh, Bob Arum, man. Bob Arum, people, I don't understand. Well, I do understand, but it's real frustrating to me to listen to Bob Arum talk, man. Bob Arum is so full of ish. It's amazing. He's given an interview to somebody, right? And he talks about, well, he talked about two things. You know how people keep, they film this whole conversation and they break it up into 3 or 4 different videos. But Bob Arum talked about how basically took credit for this principle that you needed to get the boxers in front of a larger crowd of people, right? And that the HBO and Showtime their audiences were too small, and how you needed to have these boxers be more available to the massive group of, a larger group of people so that they could build their names. And once the fight world saw that Top Rank did this, that's when people started following suit, right? So you have Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy, after they get kicked off of ESPN and HBO, go to DAZN. And then he says, and also, like as if Al Haymon and the PBC did that after him, despite the fact that they did it 4 years ago. He said, well, the problem with Al Haymon was that Al Haymon, he wanted to cut out all the competition. I'm like, man, what world is this dude talk? What is this dude talking about? Al Haymon had a bunch of promoters that he was working with, and Bob Arum sued him and even though Bob Arum, he was working with Bob Arum, and they threw that shit out of court. But it's like, man, and first of all, and there's something else, dude, streaming is nothing but the way that you view a fight. There's nothing keeping Showtime is streaming fights. And man, these cats just amaze me how they sit and let these guys say pretty much anything, man, that they want to say and just go with it, dude. What's going on, Justin March, man? I appreciate you. Much love in the super chat, man. Avid boxing fans, salute to everybody in the chat, bro. How y'all doing? Everything's good. But I'm telling you, man, it's amazing how this dude just sat there, took credit for something that was started by the PBC that he resisted, he said would fail, and now turning around using it after HBO is pulling out of boxing. And let's be real, the only reason that Oscar De La Hoya is going to a streaming service is because HBO went out of business. And unless you can predict and I mean, they followed it up with, they think that Showtime's going to get out of the boxing business in the next couple of months. What in the world would lead you to believe that Showtime is going out of the business in the next couple of months? Man, talk out of their ass, man. Man, St. Cruz said Arum died 3 years ago, but nobody told him. Hey, man, he can't be working full time, dude. He's already kind of slowing down a good bit, man, but hey, man, he's got them one-liners ready, man. Whose to be is this? Oh, whose tube is this? Oh, whose tube is this? Mine. At Espinoza tweeted yesterday that Showtime has been streaming fights, I believe, since 2005. Yeah, dude, they've been streaming fights. I was like, what is this shit? People act like streaming is some new, that's just a means by which you watch the same thing. ESPN is streaming on YouTube, right? I'm streaming now. You're hearing me live on this. This is streaming. Streaming is just streaming is just a way that you deliver the content. It's not as if it's some new, like, it's not some different thing. Technically speaking, HBO is it's streaming to your phone. So you can actually download an application, which is a medium by which you're able to access the feed. But it's not anything. I mean, HBO is showing live fights. You just can't get it on your phone. ESPN, I mean, HBO, you can get HBO and watch HBO fights. I mean, Showtime fights on your phone. But hey man, people go for whatever, people say what they want to say, man. I don't get it, dog. I mean, streaming is definitely, if streaming winds up being where you don't, like, I don't watch the TV in my living room. I watch HBO on my computer. I watch HBO fights on my computer. I mean, that's what streaming is, man. And I can watch the same stuff on my phone. Anthony Clark said, I believe, Bob, this about Spence and Crawford because the DAZN applying a little pressure with Canelo move for real. Anthony Clark, he didn't, once again, man, and I don't mean to disrespect anybody that says otherwise. But Bob Arum didn't say jack shit new about the Errol Spence Terence Crawford fight. He didn't say anything new. He did not say that. He said there's nothing that should come between this and that, is what he said. Hold on one second. Yeah, I got my microphone came loose. He said there's nothing that should come between this and that. Between that fight. Now, there's no reason for anybody else to fight next because he's just trying to keep the pressure off of Terence Crawford, off of himself to make the Terence Crawford fight. When you have, here's the thing, man. When you have guaranteed money, Deion Washington, everybody has a wrench now. Who's everybody that has a wrench now? You got an issue with somebody that got a wrench? Let me know who you're talking about, man. What's good, Big Snack Pack? But what's good with you, Deion Washington? God damn, man, I left. Yeah, he said enough. What do you mean, Michael Jordan? He said enough. I didn't know. Didn't know Aaron was Todd DeBuff's stepdad. Yeah, he was. Not me. Oh yeah. What's good, Wookie Wook? Man, yeah, man, I lost my trainer. Oh, just in the comment section. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Anyway, man. So, look, Bob Arum didn't say that he was going to be making that fight next. And I don't believe Bob Arum's going to make that fight till they sit down and they talk about making that fight. But here's the problem when you have guaranteed money for fighters. If there's a certain amount guaranteed for Terence Crawford, then there's a certain amount guaranteed for Bob Arum that's getting paid by the network. And you got to have those 3 fights a year. There's not any reason for them to take a tough fight when you have guaranteed money. That's just how it works. That's why, like in sales, you don't give somebody a guaranteed salary in sales because you know that they don't have an incentive to try to sell more. You put them on commission. Avid boxing fan, come on, man. Look, you're looking far too deep into it. I think he's old and figures it's now or never. Dude, how many old people do you think are dying? Have you met where they think they're dying tomorrow, man? I'm not, dude, he is what he is, man. And if it comes out to be something different, then it comes out to be something different. He said, I'm going off what the dude said, man. He said, there's no reason for it not to happen. It should take 3 hours to make the fight. You think that shit's going to take 3 hours to make a fight between Showtime? Where's the fight going to be? Yeah, it should take 3 hours. Man, my dad is the same. My dad is around the same age as Bob Arum. And dog, come on, dog. Your mom thinks she's gonna die tomorrow? Hey man, well, I hope that she doesn't. I hope she doesn't. Man, stop, dog. I mean, you can believe that? I don't believe that shit. Dude, okay, take their money away and ask them for their money, avid boxing fan. Say you feel like you're gonna die tomorrow? Can I have all your money in your bank account? And can I have your house? And see if they give it up. Okay? See if they give it up. Shoot. How much do they believe that? Ask them for all their property and to sign that shit away today and to give you power of attorney to put them away. And we'll see if that's the case. Dude, I'm trying to tell you, Bob Arum, I'll believe it when Bob Arum said it. Why wouldn't he want to make it fight then? Because Terence Crawford could lose that fight. That's why. Because Bob Arum can make, because you make more money in 7 fights and then make a fight than to make the fight now. I said this when Bob Arum, when Manny Pacquiao, think of how much money Top Rank made off of Manny Pacquiao by not making the Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight. I'm gonna go down to this. I'm gonna go to this pay-per-view thing, right? Okay, watch this. You can follow me at Google if you'd like. Go to pay-per-view boxing in the U.S. and somebody got a calculator for me. All right, and you'll get to Wikipedia, and it's gonna say I probably should do pay-per-view boxing. Excuse me, pay-per-view boxing in the United States, and we're gonna get a listing. Yeah, pay-per-view boxing USA. And we're going to get a list of the pay-per-view fights that took place between 2000 and 2012 for boxing. Okay? And we're going to see how many times Mayweather fought on pay-per-view. And the money is Manny Pacquiao fought on pay-per-view without having fought Floyd Mayweather Jr. Okay? So, Manny Pacquiao fights Oscar De La Hoya in 2008, okay? Manny Pacquiao. This is when he could have made the fight between Floyd Mayweather Jr., right? In May of 2007, Oscar De La Hoya loses to Floyd Mayweather Jr., and the fight pulls in $165 million, okay? $165 million for Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Oscar De La Hoya. Now, Manny Pacquiao does $100 million for Oscar De La Hoya. This is a top rank card. All right. So let me pull out my calculator and explain to you why he wouldn't want to make this fight. By looking into what he's done in the past. You don't think old people want to make money? I think they want to make money. Bob Arum ain't into sports for enjoying a fight. Okay. So let's go to this and let's say, all right, Oscar De La Hoya, Manny Pacquiao was $100 million. All right, so let's keep a running total. Manny Pacquiao, Ricky Hatton, $91 million. So we're at $191 million so far. Manny Pacquiao, Cotto, another $90 million. So now we're at $280 million for Manny Pacquiao, Miguel Cotto. Now, Manny Pacquiao, and Antonio Margarito, another $80 million. So are we at $300 million yet? Then we get Manny Pacquiao, Shane Mosley for another $90 million, another $90 million. We get Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez for another $100 million. We get Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez for another $90 million. We get Manny Pacquiao. Then finally, after about $500 million in pay-per-view, we get Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. for $500 million. Okay, so let's see what he would have gotten. So what do you think he would rather do? Have given Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather Jr., after Oscar De La Hoya and had him lose for $100 million, or have $1 billion worth of pay-per-view? Huh? That's why I'm saying, come on, man. I don't believe he's going to make that fight. And UK boxing pay-per-view is not really UK boxing. You're saying pay-per-view's dead while you paying $25 a pay-per-view? You got to be kidding me. UK boxing, you're going to be paying for pay-per-view for every fight you watch that's worth shit. Even if it ain't worth shit, UK boxing, you're going to be paying for pay-per-view for the rest of your natural life in the UK. Because they're not getting rid of pay-per-view in the UK. What they're trying to do is they're trying to corner a market and drop the prices in the United States of America, dude. Okay? And then they're going to try to get rid of the competition, and then they're going to go back to overcharging people for the same shit. Okay? Avibox said, finance all cool, brother, but everything's going on with Porter, Joshua, and Gigi. I think he knows it's smarter to make the fight. I don't know, man. Well, I mean, hey, man, much respect. I appreciate you. I appreciate the comment, man. What's good, Reef the Watcher? You on the stream team, but dude, UK is not going to get rid of pay-per-view, man. They're not going to get rid of pay-per-view. And here you go, too. It's not going to go anywhere in the United States. I don't think it's going to go anywhere in the United States either. And I still don't think that they're just going to wind up charging for you. Prince O'Meal Hawking from Zamunda. What's going on? DAZN equals 2 for $5. What's that mean? 2 pay-per-views for $5? Oh, 2 for $5? Man, they're not going to. I will see what fight they make. We'll see what fights they make. We'll see what fights they make. And that's an interesting thing about it, man. What's going on, D. Hodges? That's an interesting thing, man. I'm not quite sure whether or not it's going to be interesting to see whether or not who's going to fight Canelo who's going to be really anxious to fight Canelo when there's not a pay-per-view. Because Canelo Alvarez's money Canelo Alvarez's money's guaranteed, right? His money's guaranteed. So there's no pay-per-view, man, right? If his money's not guaranteed and there's no pay-per-view, then what's the upside for the people that are to fight him? Because they're not going to be fighting on pay-per-view. They're going to get offered a set rate to fight him. So I'm not sure if that takes away the incentive. It's going to be interesting to see what the incentive is for people to fight him. You know what I mean? So like say you get Canelo Alvarez is getting $33 million to fight a fight. And so but you don't get a percentage, right? That means you're going to get a flat fee, right? Doesn't that mean you get a flat? Doesn't that mean anybody fights him gets a flat fee? What's going on, David Scott? If everybody that gets him gets a flat fee, then why would they be interested in fighting him, man? You know what I mean? Yeah, man, get the likes up. That'd be appreciated. That would be appreciated. And somebody can tell me what's the incentive to fight him? So like if you're Jamal Charlo, right? And you're like, okay, I get to fight Canelo Alvarez. I want to fight Canelo Alvarez. And Canelo Alvarez is getting $33 million and I'm getting $2 million. What would be the incentive but I can still get $2 million on Showtime fighting somebody else? What would be the incentive of fighting Canelo and going through all of that? Right? What's the incentive? They would have to say, okay, yeah, there is no incentive to do it. Well, I mean, why would I do? When they look at the money, you're like, hold on, man, because now you get a percentage. Like Gennady Golovkin can get a percentage of the money, right? If Gennady Golovkin gets a percentage of the money, then he can say, okay, well, the more I sell this, the more I do, then the more I get. Because I know I can make $15 million, $20 million. Are you going to make $15 million fighting Canelo Alvarez on DAZN? So does that mean that, I get Bottom of Cali the money. Yeah, said they knew that, Fannon. That's why they did it. Yeah, but I'm thinking that's the other side of it. Are you now so for a Canelo Alvarez fight, if it's $33 million for the fight, are they going to wind up paying what's 33 plus 15, right? So it's $48 million. Are they going to pay $48 million for that fight? Right? What's going on, Black Fight Fan TV? Said if Boo Boo fights Canelo in his next 3 fights, he will get less than $2 million with no upside when Canelo gets $33 million. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what's the upside? Why would you even, if you don't have pay-per-view, what is the incentive to fight Canelo? Here's the thing, though. Now, what happens if Canelo gets a mandatory by the WBC? And Canelo is promised $33 million, but somebody comes in and beats DAZN for a purse bid for the Canelo fight. Does he drop the belt? And what is it, like a 75-25? So in order to pay what's 25, so you got to pay $8 million to to somebody to pay him 30 was 33, right? Times, 2 is 6, 9. So you got to pay somebody almost, is that $9 million? Somebody's got to pay nine. You got to now pay anybody that's a mandatory $9 million to fight Canelo. What's going to happen with that? You know what I mean? So there's some interesting things that'll go along with that. Johnny John said Canelo relinquishing the belts at middleweight. Is relinquishing the belts? Yeah. Then so he goes up to 160, and then he can't fight anybody because he can't beat those guys. Okay, Canelo, and people know, dude, I'm a fan of Canelo, man. I'm a fan of Canelo. I like Canelo, but Canelo's not gonna beat David Benavidez, man. Canelo's not beating David Benavidez. Canelo's not going to beat. I think Canelo would have it'd be hell on him beating Callum Smith. I definitely don't think he's going to get in there with Jose Escadegui. I just don't think that, man. Anthony Johnson, man, much love in the super chat. He said, I read an article with Hearn saying, and by the way, man, Anthony, I saw the couple emails that you sent me, man. I'm sorry for not responding. I was trying to get some workout at the time I saw him. I was going to come back to him, man. Anthony Johnson said, I read an article with Hearn saying GGG and Charlo has to sign with him if they want the fights. Canelo didn't sign a deal through Hearn, but went to the owners for the deal. Hearn trying to take profit. See, man, here's obviously, man. Oh, Khalid, wordplay. He ain't beating Khalid Plant either. He definitely ain't beating Caleb Plant. He definitely ain't beating Caleb Plant. But yeah, that's the thing. And this is the UK. Come on, man. That's why I believe a lot of these guys that leave these comments are getting paid. Eddie Hearn does not own DAZN. Okay? If anything, now Eddie is a second-tier promoter on DAZN. Eddie Hearn is now going to be providing the opposition. He's the opposition promoter. Like you have with what's the name? Is it not Duco, but what's the name of the promoter for Joseph Parker? The guy that he promoted Joseph Parker and from New Zealand. I think that guy might be out of New Zealand. Right now, he got multiple fights with Matchroom for Joseph Parker, one with Anthony Joshua and one with Dillian White, and he lost both of them, but he wasn't the head promoter on that. Eddie Hearn's not going to be the head promoter on any of the Canelo Alvarez fights. That's Oscar De La Hoya. And then Oscar De La Hoya, if Oscar De La Hoya can get money for cats like that, Oscar De La Hoya is going to do a better job getting fighters in the United States signed to him than Eddie Hearn is. Because he actually knows people. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Oscar De La Hoya, but Oscar De La Hoya, quite honestly, man, knows boxing a lot better than Eddie Hearn does too. That's something else. That's something that's not said a lot about Weiss doing all that crazy shit he be doing. Alexander Wilson, what's good? Hey, what's good, man? Hey, I appreciate, by the way, Alexander Wilson, I do appreciate the support you gave to the channel yesterday, man. That really does help, man. So even though you were snapping on me, hey, I wanted to tell you, man, that I really do appreciate you, man. We don't always got to agree, man, but I did appreciate your support for the channel. Alexander Wilson said, Eddie Hearn has 32 dates and Oscar has 12 dates. How is a promoter with fewer dates the B-side promoter? Because people are not going to watch those fights for him. They're not watching his fighter. You think, here you go. Watch 12 dates. Line up a fighter, every fight that Oscar De La Hoya has. If the 12 dates are with Canelo Alvarez, if he fights with a matchroom boxing fighter, every single solitary time, dude, he's the B-side on that. And the dude got $365 million for 12 dates. Okay? He's getting paid 3-4 times as much, dude, when you roll it out. But you know why. I mean, there's no real even need. I appreciate you leaving a comment, but you know why. Because Canelo Alvarez is the draw there. He's in a fourth tier, really, because he's got there's Bellator, and you also have the World Boxing Super Series. And see, this is also the thing, man. It's like, for the people that are so big fans of Oscar De La Hoya, when this started, DAZN was, it sounded like DAZN. Hey, man, that's what's up, Alexander Wilson. I appreciate that, man. If everybody thought that all this stuff was for DAZN. I mean, like Eddie Hearn and DAZN were synonymous. But since that point in time, they signed Bellator, they signed the World Boxing Super Series. Now they brought on Golden Boy as a promoter. He's 1/4 of the programming. He went from 100% to 1/4. But anyway, man, it is what it is. And I'll say this again, man. If it was possible that we could really get the best fights by everybody going to the zone, I wouldn't have a problem with it, man. Paul Squibb said, Fannon, you crazy, dude. What's your take on Canelo signing with DAZN? Does this mean DAZN might cut Hearn after his 2-year promotionary period? Will Golden Boy be a major promoter for DAZN in the future? I don't know, man. I don't know. What Canelo signing with DAZN mean? I don't know what that's going to mean for DAZN, because for me, it depends on what type of fights they're going to offer. And this is why I say this. I'm going to point to numbers here, okay? I'm not going to go through. I'm going to read these because I have them up, okay? The success of Canelo Alvarez's pay-per-views have a lot to do with who he's fighting. Okay? They have a lot to do with who he's fighting. If he's fighting somebody with a big name that draws a lot of interest, then he brings in a lot of people. If he's fighting somebody that doesn't have a big name, then he doesn't. So let's go through. I'm going to go backwards through Canelo Alvarez's pay-per-view numbers. Okay, so September 15th of this year, he fought Gennady Golovkin. They did 1.1 million pay-per-views. Before that, he fought, it was his last one, obviously, was Gennady Golovkin 1. He did 1.3 million pay-per-views, right? So that's 1 million pay-per-views. The one before that, he fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and did 1 million pay-per-views, right? Now, this is Gennady Golovkin and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was on Mexican Independence Day against a big Mexican name. Let's look at the pay-per-views he did before that. He did Liam Smith, right? Liam Smith is pretty much the equivalent of Rocky Fielding. He did 300,000 pay-per-view buys against Liam Smith. Let's see, he fought against a British fighter before that. He did 600,000 pay-per-view buys. Before that, he fought Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto is a Puerto Rican fighter from the United States. We all know him. And he's a big name. He did 900,000 pay-per-view buys, right? Then let's go to Islandi Lara. The last one before Miguel Cotto was Islandi Lara. He did 300,000 pay-per-view buys. Before that, it was Alfredo Angulo, who didn't have a big name. Oh, Sergio Martinez, excuse me. No, that's Miguel Cotto, Sergio Martinez. Before that, he did Angulo. That's 350,000 pay-per-view buys. Before that, he fought Floyd Mayweather Jr., and that's 2.2 million pay-per-view buys. So when he fights somebody with a big name like Gennady Golovkin or Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., he sells a lot of pay-per-views. Even a Miguel Cotto, 900,000 pay-per-views. But when he fights somebody that nobody knows, he doesn't get a lot of support, which is the Liam Smiths, the Alfredo Angulos, the Islandi Laras. You know? That's what I'm telling you. It's like it's going to depend on who he fights. He's getting paid. They basically what this promotion did is they guaranteed him the money that he was going to make on pay-per-view. But it's not guaranteed. Pay-per-view is a bet about how you're going to do it. And in order to get those type of numbers, he's going to have to fight somebody like Gennady Golovkin. He's going to have to fight somebody with a name because Gennady Golovkin everybody in boxing knows who Gennady Golovkin is. Everybody knows who Julio Cesar Chavez is because Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is because it's Julio Cesar Chavez. You know, that's the Amir Khan was 600,000 against Amir Khan. And Amir Khan isn't as big. I mean, Amir Khan's got a bigger name in the U.S. than Rocky Fielding. I mean, who knows Rocky Fielding? Yeah, so 600,000. So by Canelo Alvarez is, by the $1 million total, like somebody is racking up $1 million. So that's I want to say it's a flop. 600,000, pay-per-view buys is, it's better than most people will do. But that's with Amir Khan. You know what I mean? That's like, what is it like? Yeah, he needs a dancing partner, man. Canelo needs a dance partner. DAZN will spend $10 million in advertising to make the first fight jump up. I mean, yeah, but they're going to have somebody. He's still going to have somebody have to fight. He's going to have somebody fight. But we'll see. I don't know. But you're not going to see the numbers because I don't think they're obviously just interested in subscribing. So the question is somebody going to take the free trial and get the free trial? These are what people are paying for. There people are not paying for people don't have to pay for the fight. So will they watch the fight versus will they, pay $100 for the fight? That's a different question. That's like the same thing with Terence Crawford. And here's the thing. This is another thing that makes me not a lot of people understand or mention this about why Bob Arum really did not promote Terence Crawford. And in the moment in which, Terence Crawford really fell out of favor with Bob Arum. And that's when he fought Victor Postol. Because they put that fight with Victor Postol and Terence Crawford on pay-per-view. And they did 55,000 pay-per-view. 55. Terence Crawford versus Victor Postol is the lowest rated pay-per-view that's listed here since Ingemar Johansson and Floyd Mayweather. I mean, Ingemar Johansson and Floyd Patterson. I think maybe you also had like a 40,000. Like there was 40,000 people that watched Muhammad Ali fight in the UK against what's the guy's name? The guy that wound up knocked Henry Cooper did 40,000, right? And this is just a buy, the pay-per-view home, buys in the United States. But in the United States, it's the lowest since 1960. So Bob Arum thinking that so that's why, even like when Bob Arum says that they want Terence Crawford to be pay-per-view, that's where Bob Arum really kind of was like, I don't know about Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? Because the numbers didn't make sense. So that's why I'm still like, when you have, but again, when you have somebody fight on free TV, more people are watching because they don't got to pay any extra money, which is what boggles my mind about Terence Crawford and the way these guys market, and they don't market to the black community. It just boggles my mind, dude, because I bet you money Crawford versus Postol came on regular Showtime. Crawford Postol, if that's not why they got it listed here, they got HBO 55,000. But let me look it up to see if they're wrong. Let me see if Wikipedia is wrong, because it happens. We'll see. Crawford versus Postol pay-per-view. Nah, dude. Notes, ESPN.com. Arum lost about $100,000 on Crawford Postol pay-per-view. Let me see somewhere else. Crawford Postol, according to BoxingNews.24, Postol Crawford brings in between 50K and 60K pay-per-views buys. Strictly Boxing News, Terence Crawford versus Postol pay-per-view numbers released. HBO's highlights pay-per-view Crawford post-fight. HBO boxing pay-per-view preview. So unless all these things are wrong, dude, that shit was on it was on pay-per-view. And here I got a daggone flyer too. It's unification fight between Crawford and Postol. was on that. What's good, Alexander Wilson said, pay-per-view means nothing for streaming channels. It's about subscribers where recurring revenue comes in. Netflix doesn't even report viewership, only subscribers and revenue. That's the future there. No, they don't. I mean, yeah, it doesn't. No, it doesn't mean it. I mean, no, it means something. It means something. Don't doubt it, because if it didn't mean anything, then they wouldn't have gave Canelo that money. They clearly think it means something, Alexander. Otherwise, why would they pay him the money, right? Crawford versus Postall did 50,000 pay-per-view buys. It did. And I'm honestly, dude, I'm thinking that that Aaron was hoping Postall won. But that's a hesitation. I think that's a hesitation for the pay-per-view. That's, we'll see what happens, dog. But, when it's definitely true that when you pay for pay-per-view, people are less likely to watch. People are less likely to watch than if they have to pay for it. But it's definitely an indicator. Otherwise, Wordplay say, it's wrong when he said Showtime. You know what he's thinking about, though, right? I think what he's thinking about is Manny Pacquiao versus Shane Mosley, because I think Manny Pacquiao versus Shane Mosley was on Showtime pay-per-view because HBO wouldn't pick up the fight. I think that's what that was. HBO didn't want to air that for some reason, and so Showtime picked it up. So that was a case of two guys that usually fight on HBO fighting on Showtime. That might be what he's talking about. Stream King, what's good, man? Cool Key, what's going on, man? Corey Brown said, you on fire today for now with these numbers. Hey, man, it's going to be what it is. I appreciate you. I appreciate the compliment. But they definitely are not going to pay this guy $100 million, or they're not going to pay him $33 million a fight if they don't think that the numbers correlate. And they needed a big win. They also needed, they needed to gain some momentum or whatever. But at the same time, too, what does that say about the cats that they're going to try to sign? You know what I mean? Now you set that bar real high, because people that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're paying Canelo Alvarez $33 million, you're gonna have to pay. How are you gonna pay the guy that got to fight him? Oh, the problem with the stream Fannon is you never know Canelo's real numbers anymore. Nah, you definitely Black Fight fan. You really don't need to know what his real numbers were at HBO. These are all HBO. Even gave rumored things, but it's not going to matter what the numbers of viewers are going to be. More than likely, it's going to be the number of subscriptions associated with it, or the number of free trials that they get because of it. Like, that's the thing. I know that's the thing with Showtime. Showtime pays attention to the reason. One of the things they like most about boxing, and this is coming from Steven Espinoza, is the number of free trials, the number of times that people try out Showtime and give Showtime a chance because of a fight that had a free trial. So, and now also too, like, I don't know what the end game is for DAZN. More than likely, if DAZN gets any level of success, they're going to get bought. That's just how that, kind of like when people said that, Al Haymon used used that mutual fund, the money from the mutual fund, whatever the name of the company, whatever the name of that fund was, for his, to invest in the PBC, to build the PBC. Investment banking funds aren't used to make like a dollar for dollar return on it based on the business that they're doing. You know what I mean? They're trying to build the business so that they can turn around and sell it. Now, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if these guys were trying to spend a ton of money because they wanted to get, they wanted to build, what the perceived worth of it is, and somebody comes in and buys. Similar to the way that you have YouTube, the YouTube used to be YouTube, then YouTube got bought by Google, Donald Banks, man, much love in the super chat. He said they're going to lose when Canelo fights bum. Rocky Fielding does 150 to 350,000. Now, here's the thing, Donald Banks. Hey, man, Almighty Law 703, what's good, man? Here's the thing, too. You don't even You don't know. It's going to be it. I don't know what the numbers are going to be. I doubt if they share them, but if you could see them, I would be real interested to see. A lot of the reason that, like, here you go, watch this. The reason that Gennady Golovkin does bigger numbers on HBO than say Errol Spence does on Showtime is because of the number of people who are already subscribed to HBO versus the number of people who are already subscribed to Showtime. So just because that number of people watched Canelo Alvarez when he was associated with HBO, if you take him off that platform and put him on a smaller platform, it doesn't necessarily translate that all of those people are going to go to that new platform. You can get a significant number of people that might fall off of that, especially if, and then say, like, people might not just want to see the fight. You know what I mean? Oh, the DAZN stock price, $13.78 today. I would buy short. How do you sell short, buy long? Short? What is that? Somebody that knows that stuff better than me. Whatever it's called when you buy it now and sell it later, we'll see. Buy it now, sell it later. DAZN is banking on more boxing fans subscribing to DAZN because of Canelo. Yeah. I mean, they got to get somebody to sign. They've got to get somebody to get in there, man. They have to. Because Matchroom Boxing was not doing it, dog. You know what I'm saying? They were not getting it done. And the fans of Eddie Hearn, man, like, I don't even believe these guys. Like I was saying earlier, man. Oh, buy low, sell high. Thank you, Darnell Kirkland. Thank you. Oh, it was $15 and change last week, so it dropped $13.78. It dropped, so cats lost money. There you go. There you go. It's going to become a rest haven for hoes too, because you can't have a guy lose. That's the danger of this. When you giving these guys when it's guaranteed money and you're giving it away for free, that's pretty much what they're doing. They're paying and giving it away for free. Isn't that what Eddie Hearn said? You know, isn't that the basic essence of how the PBC was set up before? Antonio Mendoza, 13 is high for DAZN. Clipper Game said it was 15 and change last week, so that's a dip. I don't know. I'll leave that up to y'all, man. Thank you, Bo, man. It's called shorting the stock. Thank you. If investing, take a short position. Appreciate it. Oh, Jay Good said it's already a rest haven. I mean, it seems as if it is, because you're not going to get the good for a fight fan. I don't see how this incentive is any incentive to make tough fights. It doesn't. I mean, he's paid. He doesn't even have an incentive to train. You know what I'm saying? It's like the money's already made for the boxer. But Canelo earned it, man. But see, thank you, Floyd Mayweather. He need to go tip Floyd Mayweather and get Floyd Mayweather some of that money. Floyd Mayweather making a whole lot of these dudes money, dog, but won't get in the damn ring with a young black dude and get that dude a shot to shine. That's the shit. That's the one shit. I mean, I know it's the business for Floyd, and and like him talking about Khabib, this dude is, if he fights Khabib and the numbers are what he thinks the numbers can be and all that. Oh, what Black Fight fans say? What if Rocky Fieldhand puts up a good fight? I wouldn't be surprised if they set that dude up with a ringer. He's a big ass dude. If he puts up a good fight, it's a rematch. It's a rematch. That's another $33 million for Canelo. If he puts up half a fight, it's another one for Canelo. The plus side of it, though, is I bet you the pay-per-view for that fight, Eddie Hearn makes the money on the pay-per-view off. He probably gets I would suppose that De La Hoya gets a chunk of that change over there from that pay-per-view. But anyway, it is what it is. He gave Chino a lot of money, yeah, man, but he gave Andre Berto a lot of money, man, but he ain't. But the cats that had a chance. Did King Kong sign with DAZN? I heard that from Hatman. I've heard that there's a rumor that they made him an offer. True Speaker, yeah, man, I saw that, man. But see, man, I don't even have an issue. I don't have an issue. I'll speak to that one. Usually I don't go too much, man. But seeing as I'm like, I really do. Blood boxing is my dude, man. I'm just trying to tell you, blood boxing is my dude. Blood boxing is somebody that I think more like than pretty much anybody else in boxing, man. That's my dude. I don't even know what his purse is going to be. $1 million? How much they going to pay? How much? Man, Rocky Fielding ain't going. If Rocky Fielding gets $1 million, I'd be shocked. You know what I'm saying? They don't. I don't even think they got. It's not a mandatory. If he gets $1 million, I'd be shocked, dog. $100 in a basket. He'll probably get, whatever his highest payday is times 2. Because he ain't gonna get as much as Eddie Hearn. But look, man, I just wanted to address that, man, because dude did get in there. Oh, that dude. Anyway, man, I don't know whether he did or he didn't. I read the same article that those dudes read, man. What he said was, I'll tell you what I think is happening. He very well might sign with him. But let's go to the article, man. I mean, the best way is to go to the source that they're using, right? And by the way, Bob Arum is pimping the shit out of Errol Spence's name. These cats these dudes pimping the shit out of Errol Spence's name. But won't fight. But all right, let me go to Ortiz, man, because I don't want to even get on that. Cats be using his name, but won't fight him. I believe that fight's made when I see that. Where is this at? Where's Ortiz at, dude? I guess I'll do a search by Ortiz. But there's something in there because, you just got to read what the dude actually said. Okay, Luis Ortiz manager on a possible Hermd status of return. All right, so this is what the dude said. Eddie and I are working on maybe doing a big deal, a big 3-fight deal for Luis Ortiz, so it looks likely to happen soon. Eddie could make Luis a big star in the UK. Then he goes on and said, at the end, I think Haymon and Louis de Cuba will give the best choice for Luis Ortiz, so I'll wait on them. So far, they've been great, and we've delivered the best fights. All right, so this is what Jay Jimenez is saying. He's saying, Eddie Hearn is talking to me as the manager about making a 3-fight deal for Luis Ortiz. At the end, I think Haymon and De Cubas will give the best choice for Luis Ortiz, so I'll wait on them. So what he's doing, he's saying, Eddie is offering me something, and I'm going to wait to hear what Luis De Cubas and Al Haymon are going to offer me, right? So far, they've been great, and they've delivered the best fights. So right now, so it just basically off of what he said, off what this dude said, what he's saying is that Luis Ortiz is weighing his options. Right? It's obviously Eddie Hearn wants to fight him, but he's went this fucking route with Eddie Hearn. Right? So, and now that his name is grown and he's like, okay, well, what can we give him? Right? Let's get Luis Ortiz over here to DAZN because Luis Ortiz's name is grown because he fought Deontay Wilder, and now there's obviously pressure for people to fight him. So Eddie Hearn sees a value in him, and he's like, look, man, I got all these dates. I can give you some fights. Maybe I can give you not Derek Chisora, but some of these other heavyweights or whatever. But we're gonna wait to hear what Al Haymon has to say about it. Now, if Al Haymon can get me more money for a fight with Tyson Fury, or work with Tyson, if Tyson Fury wants to fight him, or if Gerald Washington, if they can make more money, then they'll do that. So to me, it just sounds like they're weighing it. This is one of the beef that I have, and I try to avoid this, but in YouTube, it's very difficult because you only have a certain amount of characters you can use for your title. So I'm not trying to chastise anybody, but a lot of people really do read half the fucking article. And then they say, oh, Eddie Hearn Victor Ortiz is about to sign with Luis Ortiz. So they'll read this part of it, right? They get to this part. Eddie and I are working on maybe doing a big money 3-fight deal for Luis Ortiz, so it looks likely to happen soon. Eddie could make Luis Ortiz a big star in the UK, right? So my thing is, what words does he use? Maybe, likely, could. That's how I read it. Then, but they don't go to the next one. which is just 2 paragraphs down, a paragraph down. At the end, I think Haymon and DeCubas will give the best choice for Luis Ortiz. So I'll wait on them. I'm talking to Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is trying to talk to me about signing. But in the end, I'm going to talk to Al Haymon and Lou DeCubas, and we're going to see what the best deal is for Luis Ortiz. So the only thing that you really know out of this article is that Eddie Hearn is making an offer, wants to make an offer, and wants to sign Luis Ortiz. Is this anything different than Eddie Hearn saying that they're talking to Deontay Wilder? I don't know. You know what I mean? So it's also like the same thing you hear from cats about what is it? This is the DAZN thing, right? There are people keep like putting Eddie Hearn's face next to Oscar De La Hoya, as if Oscar De La Hoya isn't the promoter. Oscar De La Hoya is the promoter, but they keep talking about Eddie Hearn as if Eddie Hearn signed Canelo Alvarez, as if Oscar De La Hoya is taking over American boxing. Guess what? Oscar De La Hoya is an American. He is a U.S. citizen. He lives in the United States. He might live in Puerto Rico, which is the United States. Golden Boy is a U.S. promoter. Canelo is with the same promoter that he was with before. The fight is going to happen in the United States, and Eddie Hearn is providing an opponent. But somehow this turns into Eddie Hearn is winning. He might be winning, but I can't get it off of what is happening. You know what I mean? I mean, dog, it's just read the whole damn thing, dude. Eddie is going to pay the right amount of money. You might as well take it because no one wants to fight him, and he's getting up in age. That depends, Howard Jarman. It just depends. And if you go to Eddie Hearn, if they give him the right money. Yeah, just like Canelo. If Canelo got the right money for the zone, you know they're going to do what they're going to do. But I'm going to tell you what's not going to happen. Luis Ortiz, they're going to probably try to get Luis Ortiz beat. And if Luis Ortiz does fight Anthony Joshua, it's going to be big when he looks old. You know? I hate him. Spence and Crawford, who you got? I don't know. Good fight. I hope it happens. That's where I'm going to ride on that. I lean towards Errol Spence because he's bigger, he's stronger, he's younger, he's aggressive. Terence Crawford can fight. If Terence Crawford discipline allows him to box the whole time, then, hey, man, he might be able to win. But if he goes in there, if he's aggressive and he does the boxer puncher thing, dude can get hurt and can get stopped. You know, Errol Spence Jr. is, that kid ain't no joke, man. How do you know Hearn will pay him the right money? Yeah, I don't know if he will or he won't. You're talking to him. I do know you're talking to him, but you don't know. I don't know what's on these dudes' contract. What's going on, True Speaker? Oh, yeah. I meant to say that about blood boxing and Fred. Look, man, here's the thing, man. And why I was telling you that, man, talking about that. I'm a boxing fan, and at the end, I know what Blood wants. What Blood wants is Blood wants to have a champion in a division. He wants undisputed champion, and any other conversation about who is the best in that weight class, he's what you call a boxing purist. And if you're not talking about making the best fights, then he ain't got any time for you. And he'll switch. And he applies that shit equally to Errol Spence, to Terence Crawford, to anybody. And see, Blood's not the type of cat that is going to really, what's going on, Akeem the Great? He's not the kind of cat that's going to try to grow his channel at the expense of boxing. You know what I mean? He's not going to do it at the expense of boxing. New media is just that. They're media. You can say new media, old media, this A media, D media, media is media. Media is media is media. And what they're doing is they have a self-interest in the relationships that they have with fighters because that's who they're talking to. So if you look at it from Barbershop's Conversations point of view, or you look at it from Blue Blood Sports TV's point of view, or you look at it through Ellie Sethback's point of view, they are talking now. Blue Blood Sports TV and Barbershop Conversations are more raw with it. Like, they're going to be more apt to ask you tough questions, but still they are having conversations with boxers, and that is kind of that's what their niche is. Blood boxing is more like scrapbook boxing, like the videographers without the videos, without the highlights. He's talking about what's good for the sport of boxing and how you continue the lineage of boxing from the time of the late 1800s to now. So he don't have any time for conversations like so Bud, if you notice in that conversation, Blood got on Terence Crawford for not paying attention to the black community and the social injustices that take place in the United States, and standing out for those type of causes and being there for the black community at risk, of himself, right? But yet, when times are hard on him, or he feels like there's some pressure put on him by the black community, then he'll quote unquote pull out his black card and say, hey, why are black people tearing me down? We shouldn't be tearing each other down as black people, right? That's different than what Fred is saying. What Fred is saying is, look, you need to be talking to the black media so we can get your message out to black people, right? So that's the difference between the two. And it's a fundamental different approach to, it's a fundamental purpose. It's oil and water. It's never really going to truly mix. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is, man. But that's just the nature of the beast, man. You got to choose who you are. And who you are is who you are. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. I'm not like I said, what's going on, DC? I appreciate you, man. It said, keep up the good work. Thank you very much. So, I am more like blood boxing. If I get an interview, that shit's by accident. You know what I mean? I don't really want to talk to any boxer for the purpose of getting information to share with you. Now, I would love to talk to boxers. I would love to talk to boxers to understand, what's going on with them. I talk to people, but I want to know what's going on with them. I like the relationship with them. I learn things from them. There's a couple dudes within the boxing community that I talk to on a pretty regular basis. And man, it's just like, I want to learn. I like to learn what they're seeing and what's going on, so that when I'm talking about other subjects unrelated to them, that I can share that information with you, right? Or at least add to my perspective so I can give you a more educated opinion, right? So if I talk to somebody that really knows boxing and they tell me what a matchmaker does, how their fight worked out, somebody sends me a contract with their advisory contract, or somebody sends me, a sponsorship agreement, and they ask my opinion on it, because I never charge for that shit. People would just, people send me stuff and I'll work on it for free, because it's an opportunity for me to learn. But once I read the agreement, now I'm like, oh, okay, I can really, and I hear somebody say something, I can really apply it. But that's where I come from. That's why I have more in common with blood boxing. But I do respect what Fred's doing. Fred is a media guy. And people got to do their jobs. You know what I mean? King Diesel, what you talking about, Fannon? I think you and AJ would have a great conversation. Yeah, man, but here's the thing, man. I don't want to like him. See, because I'm prone to like young men. See, AJ to me is a young man. Right? I'm prone to liking him. I'm prone to wishing good things for him. Right? That's my personality. I don't want to have to feel any type of for example, I did an interview with Regis Prograis. I did two interviews. I did an interview with Regis Prograis. I already liked Regis Prograis, but now every time that I think about, like somebody asked me about Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor, I feel like, oh, I don't want to answer that question because I like Regis Prograis. I know the fight's going to be real good, and I don't know what would happen, but I don't even want to answer the question because I know that I like this guy. That's like when somebody tells me, and I don't have any issue with people doing this. Like I said, even like shout out to Cali Enigma, who's talking to people. Blue Blood Sports TV is talking to people. 78 Sports TV talks to people. Black Fight Fan TV talks to people. You know, I just don't want to be in that situation. I don't want to be in that situation. I want to be the guy that I just want to be able to say, look, man, I agree with blood boxing, and then I got a principle to this. I know you have Regis Prograis in that fight. Yeah, I got Regis Prograis. But Josh Taylor can fight, man. But he's coming over to the U.S., man, and it ain't easy. You always got to knock down UK cats a half an inch when they come to the United States. It's just like you can have the best football team, you know, in the state of Illinois. You can win the state championship. You can, you know, in football, you can go undefeated for 3 straight years if you at East St. Louis. But then you go and take that team and travel it down to Texas. Hey, man, or Florida, there ain't no guarantee you get that team from Illinois is going to get out that game, man. Yes, I do. I don't want to like them. I don't want to like them. I don't want to talk to Eddie Hearn because I don't want to. Look, dude, I don't want somebody smooth talking me. You know what I mean? I don't want somebody smooth talking me. And Eddie Hearn will smooth talk you. Like, the greatest interview. I'm going to tell you a great example of smooth talking. Bomac know how to sweet talk. Bomac will step into the absolute heart of the lion's den and make you like him. You're going to like him. How can you not like Bomac? You talking shit. He talking shit. He's cracking jokes. You talk crap. How can you not like him? How can you not like Bomac? And I haven't been able to. I make sure now every time that I make sure I say something good about Bomac because I like the dude. You know what I mean? If I talk to Bob Arum, it would be tough for me to then say anything bad about Bob Arum because I know what Bob Arum is, man. Bob Arum and me. I got more in common with Bob Arum probably than anybody else, and anybody else that I talk to on a regular basis about boxing. I personally. Fannon did interview Errol. Now you know you like him. Yeah, I do. I like Errol Spence Jr. I do. But I didn't have a conversation with him like conversation with him. I asked him a few questions and I tried not to talk about anything to do. But yeah, I like him. Absolutely, I do like him. But I did my videos about Errol Spence Jr. before I met him, and it ain't changing. I'm going to tell you. The fact that I like Errol Spence is making me step off the gas for Errol Spence Jr. with Terence Crawford. Because if I didn't like Errol Spence Jr. as a person, I would really step on it with Terence Crawford. But I can't step on it with Terence Crawford. I got to give Terence Crawford a fair shot because I know that I like Errol Spence. You know what I mean? Hearn, a liar, and I can never like a liar. Man, dude, you would be surprised, dog. If somebody tells you the lies you like to hear, it's like the siren song, dog. Douglas Toño, would you talk to Anthony Joshua? In passing, yes. In an interview, no. I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. KP Boxing MMA, because I could have. Dude, here's the thing. I'm actually in those media conference calls. I listen to those media conference calls. Niggas don't know, dog. I listen to the media conference calls. I'm on some of the media conference calls, dude. I've been there. I'm listening. I'm not saying shit, but I listen to the whole thing. And I could, if I wanted to just get in the media conference call and ask the questions in the media conference call, I could do that. But I don't want to. There's so many people, number one, that are already doing it. How many times do you see the same? Like, I'm watching Fight Hype, and Fight Hype has a video of Blue Blood asking a question to Eddie Hearn. I bring no value in that regard, and I'm not about to leave my dog leave my daughter, leave my wife, you know what I mean? Miss a workout to get on a plane, travel to New York to put a camera on my back and walk through a hallway, but next to Boxing Ego and Blue Blood. Blue Blood will play the thing. I will listen to his interviews. I will listen to everybody who was in that room, you know, that has it, and then I'll give my opinion on it. That's it. Other than that, I don't need it. Other than that, I personally don't need it. Trust me. And I'm going to tell you for another reason, dog, because it doesn't even make sense unless people are getting paid. Now, this is the thing that makes me worried about some of these dudes. Some of these cats are getting some fucking money that they're not fessing up to. Some of these cats are getting money that they're not fessing up to because the numbers don't work. I'm just flat telling you, the numbers don't work. I'm looking at the numbers. I know, first of all, my channel is for a purpose, and I'm going to tell you flat, I'm here to raise money to support a cause. I help youth sports programs, and also I go to other smaller YouTube channels and bigger YouTube channels, and I will take the super chat money and the money that comes off the videos, and I will donate that to other channels. I put money back into the LDBC on a regular basis, right? A regular basis. And I have 4 ads. I do the same numbers they do, and I got four ads in my videos. 4 of them. They don't have any, and they're doing 30-second. And you know what? You know how much you get paid on a YouTube ad? Under 10. I'll give you the game. I'll give you the game these dudes is running. I don't know where they're getting their money from, though. Because if you do a 3-minute video that gets 3,000 views, do you know how much money you make on a 3,000 view video that does a 3-minute video that does 3,000? You make $3. You make $3. If you do a 300,000 video, 300 view video that's 3 minutes long, you make $300. $300. For you to be able to do that and still travel to fights, get a hotel room, get a rental car, have this be your full-time job, somebody's paying you some fucking money. Somebody's paying you some money. Because, and you live in California or you live in New York, I see Blue Blood. Blue Blood is like, I don't know what Blue Blood does, but Blue Blood is in the morning. You know where you see his ass? In an ambulance. This dude is in an ambulance. He has a job. I see Blue Blood at work. I know Blue Blood is getting paid for a job. But dude, somebody's paying these dudes, man. And the super chats don't even pay up. I watch those channels. The super chats don't even add up. No, Ticket TV is a professional basketball player. I know where he's getting his money. I know it. You know what I mean? I watch Black Fight Fan TV. Black Fight Fan TV was working in oil fields. He's working in oil fields. He was doing it in between working in oil fields, man. And in his morning chats, he'll fuck around and I'm not going to count his money for him, but let me tell you, I tried to set a tone with him to make sure that cats support him on that channel. So I know that dude is what he's saying. That's why he can be free about that shit. These cats are actually like, some of these cats are actually working for those dudes. Like, here, boom, keep doing these videos. Anyway, man, that's my take on the shit. Sorry. But I can't say that's the case with Fred either. Fred's working on his houses, doing that shit. I don't know anything about Fred. I'm just saying, I don't know that that's the case with Fred. And I'm not going to imply that that's the case with Fred. But you got to but dude, you can't get to fights. You can't travel to every fight, dog. And get a hotel room for every fight and not get paid, dog. You got to pay for those shits. You know what I mean? Douglas Otoyo, Eddie Hearn is ready to pay you if you ready. Oh, no. I'm not ready, dude. I don't need that dude's money. I'm straight. Dude, I'm straight. I don't need his money. I just need if he needs to do some shit for me, just keep saying stupid shit. And we'll do a video about it, dog. It's all good. It's an ecosystem, man. We all rely upon one another. Eddie Hearn's name stays relevant because cats say his name. Every time I say his name got a hit. You're welcome, Eddie. Okay, you're welcome. When I talk bad about him, Ramsden said I've seen Black Fight Fans streams as super chats don't stop. Yeah, man, him and 78 Sports TV, dude. That shit's a fucking hey, dog. Shout out to Black Fight Fan TV. 78 put a lot of work, man. 78, that shit don't happen for other people because shit. Dog, 78 put in a lot of work, man. For years. And Black Fight Fan TV is very good at what he does. That's why that shit happens. I think Bob Arum, I think Bob Arum wants to put you on the payroll. Hey, dog, put me on the payroll. Make big enough offer, dog. Hey, I'll troll for you. Fuck up out of here, though. Hey, what's going on? Raquel, speaking of the devil, Raquel Progray. Absolutely. You know I like Regas. I ride with Regas, dog. I can't say shit bad about him, dog. I ain't saying shit bad about him. He got Regas Progray, excuse me, got a free pass with me, dog. I gotta admit it. Oh, YouTube pays shit now, censorship. I mean, you can make some change, but I don't think cats are wonder. You can make some change on YouTube, dude. You know, you can make some chump change. You know what I mean? But if you know boxing, that's not going to be one of the things. You're going to get chump change with boxing, or unless you're willing to like ride the fence on copyright violations and all that shit, which means at any point in time your shit can get shut down. Big time. What's good? Big time. Say LDBC, Fannon, smart, ticket, passionate, Black Fight Fan, muscle, 78, the General, Fred, Cocky, Blue, smooth. Yeah, Blue Blood Sports TV is smooth dude, man. He's a smooth dude. I like Blue Blood Sports TV a lot, man. I don't know where these Oka Boca motherfuckers coming from. Oh, damn, y'all talking about the Mavericks. Hey, man, they ride with Anthony Joshua, man. There ain't no problems with that, man. They can go ahead and ride with Joshua, man. Ride it till the wheels fall off, homeboy. Ride it till the wheels fall off, man. Douglas Otundo, would you mind getting money from the zone? Let me tell you, man. I'm going to have a conversation I had with this dude. First of all, this is not my primary job. So, you know, like I said, I'm doing something. I do this for a reason. Now, when I retire from my job, because everybody got to work when you get older, hey, man, I wouldn't mind at all talking about boxing full-time in retirement and having to be a nice retirement job. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind that at all. But I was but as a lobbyist, for example, like one of the jobs that I've done or contracted done is a lobbyist. When you're a lobbyist, you've got to represent the person, the interest of the person that's paying you. So if I took money from DAZN, then I would ride with DAZN in a way that y'all ain't seen nobody ride with them. Okay? I would be knifing the shit out of every damn body, and I would do a better fucking job than these bozos that they got running around talking to people on their channels, without a doubt. But that would have to be my job. I would have to have a fiduciary duty to do that. So the question is, in my hobby, do I want to give up my hobby to make it a profession? And then if it's a profession, do I want to work for somebody that I don't agree with? You know what I mean? So, like, for me, it follows along the lines of, like, Canelo Alvarez signing with DAZN. Like, as a fight fan, you know, I wanted to see Canelo Alvarez go to Showtime. I really wanted to see him go to Showtime because then I knew I could see, then I believed I could see the fights that I wanted to see. I want to see him fight Charlo. You know what I mean? I wanted to see him, if he moves up, if some of the 154-pounders move up, I want to see those guys in with Charlo. I mean, Canelo, I'm a Canelo fan. So I want to see Canelo be able to fight Jared Hurd, or Canelo be able to fight Jermell Charlo or Jamal Charlo, or you know, Deverenchenko. I want to see him fight those guys. And I like to see them on cards together. I'm a Canelo fan. So, you know, that's what I would like. But if I was advising Canelo, if somebody drops $33 million guaranteed on your plate, what you supposed to do? Tell him no? I couldn't tell him no. I would tell him yes. You got to tell him, you got to say yes to that, man. No, I don't like the fact that Eddie Hearn's connected with him. But damn, the motherfuckers willing to put that money on the table like that. They put that money on the table like that. I mean, Errol Spence Jr., if DAZN dropped $33 million a fight on Errol Spence tomorrow, Errol Spence Jr. would be a fool not to sign with DAZN for $33 million a fight for 5 straight years, 11 fights over 5 years. He'd be crazy not to. Would I want him to? No, not as a fight fan, but as somebody that's advising him, I would have to say yes. You know what I mean? So even like with Eddie Hearn, I mean, I don't really have any massive dislike for the dude. Like, you know, I understand what he is. He's making money for his daddy. He's making money for his daughter. He's making money for his wife, and he's a lying motherfucker, and he's willing to do whatever he got to do it. And he don't give a shit because that's what his job is to do. That's a working ass dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, of course, I would support Errol Spence over there. You know, but it is what it is, man. You know, that's what I'm saying. But if you ask me whether I would take their money for $30 a video, no, I would not. Hell no. If you talking about, oh, you know, here, I'll give you a dime for every hit you get, right? So what's the math? Because this has to be how they would have to pay. So let me tell you what it would take for me to work with DAZN. I'll tell you. Let me calculate this, dude. All right, so calculator. Let's pull out the calculator, dude. What's going on in New Orleans? Hey, DAZN, this is how you get everybody in the LDBC to get on your side. You ready for this? All right, so go to people and say, for every hit you get, right? Let me see. What is 25 cents a view? 3,000 times 0.25 equals. Oh no, is that right? 700. Is that $750? If you give me 25, 750. Yeah, I think that's right. If you give me $1 a view, here you go. That's better. I'll do it easy because I'm not that smart. All right. Yeah, it's 750. If you give me $1 a view, I'm fucking yours tomorrow. Tomorrow. Fuck Al Haymon. I'll be, hey, fuck Al Haymon all day. For $1, you give me $1 a view, yeah. I'm there tomorrow. Because I get 3,000 views. I get $3,000 a video. I'll do 2 videos a day. That's $6,000 a day. Yeah. All day, every day, dude. All day, every day. You give me $1 a view, I'd do it. 50 cents a view. You give me 50 cents a view, I'd do it. Would never run an ad, would never do any of that. You got me. This is why I'm telling you I think this motherfucker's getting paid. If I was a crooked motherfucker, that's how I'd do it. I'd be like, hold on here. Let's treat this like a marketing agency. Pay me 10 cents a view. Give me 10 cents a view. Every time somebody clicks on my shit, give me 10 cents a view. I got 16,000 subs. Give me 10 cents a view. Let's see. How much money can we make? Somebody do it for me. We got these money makers in here. 10 cents a view. 10 cents. 10. How do you do that? I'm terrible at math. 0.10. Is that 0.10 times 3,000? Is that how you get it? $300? Yeah, so you give me $300 a video. I'll do it for you. I'll do it all day, dog. Yeah, 0.10. I'll do it all day. No joke. I do it all day. And everybody in the LDBC would do it all day. And guess what else? Everybody in the comment section would do that shit too. Cause I'd be like, dog, look, we got a special drawing today. My special drawing will be, I'm gonna give you something you can resell for $3,000. I'll donate a video a day to y'all. Just join the crew. Ride with DAZN. You kidding me? All day, every day. Hey, Eddie, get in contact with me, dog. Here you go. Here's my email, dog. Oh, but dude, don't tell me some of these cats ain't doing this, because ain't no way in the world I could think of that and somebody else ain't already thought about it. That's why I don't believe these dudes. I know somebody doing this. Hey, Eddie, hit me up. This is what these cats doing. That's why Hat Man freaking. I bet you that's why Hat Man Boxing's acting a damn fool. Give me 10 cents. I'll give you 10 cents a view. Okay? 10 cents a view. Just put that shit out there. That's $300 a video. You do one of them a day. You know, that's $1,500 a week. That's $6,000 a month. That's $72,000 a year. And you got it. That's your job. Okay? You got it? 72. Keep putting them out. Oh, Tito Carlos said, oh, yeah, I got to get with you, Tito. That shit was dope. I saw that. Hell no, it ain't bad. Oh, but I said, I need a quarter. Black Fight Fan TV said he need a quarter of view. Let's see how much Black Fight Fan TV would get for a quarter of view. A quarter of view. I'm trying to tell you, that's the model, dude. That has to be how these cats are getting paid, too. Y'all want to know why these dudes acting damn fools like that? That has to be it. 0.25 times 3, boop, 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 equals. Yeah, that's $750 a video. That's $750 a video. Is that right? No, because that's $1 for $750 a video. I told you I suck in math, but yeah, it's $750 a video. I'll do shit every day, full time. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 78 said Eddie giving them credentials and plane fares. Other guys getting $500 a month last month. Oh, that's what I heard. Oh, for real? Eddie is giving them credentials and plane fare. For others, they getting $500 a month. You fucking crazy? $500 a month? Hell no. You can't get, man, you don't get shit but a bad attitude out of me for $500 a month. Are you crazy? Oh, y'all sold out. Y'all are whack. Any dude willing to take $500 a month for that? Oh, y'all are scrubs and you're stupid. You're scrubs and you're stupid. $500 a month for that? Eddie thinks you're stupid. You are stupid. $500 a month? Dude, tell the truth. You'll get 4 times that shit. Tell the truth. How about you tell the truth and get on Eddie's ass and you'll make 4 times that much? You fucking kidding me? Wow, dude. Y'all scrubs, dog. Y'all are scrubs. Y'all scrubs. Y'all are scrubs. If that's true, I'm telling you to your face, you a scrub. If that's the truth, you a scrub. You are a scrub. You are a punk. You are a sellout. You are weak as you. What? Fuck up out of here, man. $500 a month, dog. $500 a month, dude. What the fuck do I do for $500 a month, dog? Dude, I YouTube. Man, I fucking super chat $500 a month. I super chat $500 a month. I paid $500 a month. I pay that shit. I pay that. He said I spend more money on some. Yeah. 6K a year. That's a lot. That's a lot of times. Hey, 6K a month. I mean, over a course of a year, that could add up. That could add up. That could add up. But dude, you can do more telling the truth. You can do more telling the truth. But then they probably get their AdSense and all that stuff too. So, hey man, but maybe they believe it. If they believe it, then they believe it. But I know that dude don't believe it. I know that dude don't believe it, dude. I know that dude don't believe that shit. No chance. The Mighty Deuces. Oh, what's going on, man? I just got this email from my dude. Let me look at it real quick. Sorry. Oh, hold on 1 second. Oh, yeah, man. Salute to you as well, my brother. I won't say that you emailed me, man, but you know who just hit me up? Salute to you as well, man. I'm about to reply to that. Don't sell your soul for $500 a month, man. And don't sell out other black folk for $500 a month. You selling out Deontay Wilder and treating Deontay Wilder like shit and tearing his name down for that. Damn, dog. 70 said they think 500 is a good deal because most of them are on welfare. Well, yeah, I mean, if they don't have to actually have to work and they don't have to think for that, dog, that's tough. It's hard to come up with it's hard to think. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to think. That's even why, man, I know I'm just having a regular conversation now. I hope I'm not going too long with this. Oh, yeah, I've been going a minute, but it is what it is. Fuck it. Dog, that's why I be trying to tell even cats within the LDBC, I'm like, man, please make videos. If nobody else watches them, if you get 2 views, make the video. Just keep making the videos. You'll get better at it. The shit will be out there. Eventually, more people will watch. You will get a subscriber here. You'll get a subscriber there. Make the videos. Live streams is not everything. Make some videos. I got my man KQKC. This dude, how many subscribers KQKC got right now, man? This is one of the hardest working dudes. Man, this dude has been grinding, man. Grinding. I think he got to like 750 subs without anybody really giving him a shout out. And it took him a while to do it, man. But that dude is getting better every day. Oh, he's at 100, not 700. He got 100. He got like 76 subscribers on his own, and then we pushed him over 100. Dude, this cat is grinding, man. This dude is grinding. Cats, make your videos, man. Make your videos, dude, and support these cats, man. Please subscribe to KC Boxing, man. Oh, and Sal Gutierrez, what's good, man? He said, Stream King, I'm a Canelo fan. $10, a great deal. Oh, you know you getting it, dog. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. Wade said, I know I'm late, but not to donate. Thank you, sir. Keep grinding. Yeah, man, we keep it moving. We keep it grinding, man. We keep moving, and we share the wealth, man. I'm trying to told you. We try to make it happen, man. So anyway, man, I appreciate all y'all coming through, man. It's been a little longer than I usually like to go. We got off the boxing talk for a while, but the cats in the LDBC, man, just keep grinding, man. Keep grinding. And here's the thing, man. I'm not even going to get upset. Like, there are more and more people who are like, I'm getting this rash of people making videos about me. I mean, you guys send me the videos. Otherwise, I wouldn't know, because really and truly, I only watch, I watch like up and coming LDBC channels videos. I watch, like 78 Black Fight Fan TV, of course, Blood Boxing, Blue Blood Sports TV. I watch cats like that video, and then I'll maybe do some research videos every once in a while just to see what people are referring to or whatever. But sometimes people will tell me about people making videos. Hey, man, if people are making videos and hating on you and doing all that, man, it's just a rising tide lifts all boats. The more people that join the LDBC, more people that support your channel, the more people that do that, the more people that are, it's just going to create more of a demand for the haters. So the haters' channels are going to wind up doing better, and they're going to get encouraged. And they're going to get it. And when they get encouraged, they're going to make more videos. And then it's not just going to be that the case where, the black community of really dedicated boxing fans, are all going to get together and talk, and other people beside, I'm talking about everybody in the crew are going to be able to just, continue to grow, and there's going to be less pressure from the outside. You know what I mean? There's going to be more of it. But you just got to keep grinding, man, and delete their comments. Because personally, man, if somebody leaves a comment on my shit that's crazy, I will delete it. Because I'm not going to let you get in. I'm not going to let you shit in my. I'm not going to let you shit in my living room. You know what I mean? I'm not going to let you shit in my living room and not clean it up. So you're not going to be able to just say some stupid shit to me, and I'm just going to leave it there, forever. My mother is this. I'm stupid. I'm this. I'm that. Delete. You're not going to get the benefit of coming back to read it later. And more than likely, I'm going to then approve all comments from you, so that your dumb ass will now think you're leaving posts that nobody can see, because you're not going to come in and crap in your living room. Okay, that's just it's not a good situation to have, man. Oh, D-Lo 404 said late check-in, but smash the like button, salute. I appreciate that, man. It's all good. Yeah, Sal Gutierrez said, word of the day, don't shit in my living room, dog. No doubt about it, man. You're not shitting in my living room and thinking I ain't cleaning it up, dude. I'm kicking you out the house. I'm pulling out the mop. I'm cleaning it up. I'm picking up the paper, dumping the shit in the garbage, a plastic bag, tying it up, washing it out, locking the door, and you ain't never coming back, dude. You know what I mean? You ain't never coming back. Because I don't need you trying to add stress to my life, dog. You know what I mean? Then I'll go listen to my man, Reef the Watcher. Reef the Watcher will let y'all have it for me. And I will hit the like button on Reef the Watcher, and I'll keep rolling with it. You know what I mean? I said, Patrick Thompson said, nah, make him clean it. Nah, I wish I could make him clean it, dog. I wish they could make it clean it, but I can't. All I can do is just say, hey, man, you don't get to do that twice. Braden Thomas said, I hope Ortiz gets fights on DAZN, good ones. Yeah, that would be cool. Hey, I don't hate on that dude earning that money. I don't hate on that dude getting that money. I really wanted to see him get the Dillian White fight. I think that would have been good for him, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But look, man, I'm going to get back with y'all. Hey, man, much love in the super chat to everybody. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Look, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you're notified when we do more videos, when we release and when we do the live streams. It would be greatly appreciated. You know how it is. And hold on, let me get one. Sorry. Big up to you, Tito Carlisle. Man, we got to get up about that jingle you sent. Smash that like button like Charlo will smash Canelo and Spence will smash the whole welterweight division. That's what's up. Yes, sir. No, Ortiz is not with DAZN yet. Eddie Hearn is negotiating with him, and his manager said Eddie Hearn made him an offer. We'll see whether or not Eddie is willing to outbid the PBC for him. But also, it also depends on what the advisory contract says. Because I read Al Haymon's advisor contract. It ain't that easy to get out of, dude. It's not that easy to get out of. So when and this is just one that was available. Somebody gave it to me. I read it. And people that think that just because Al Haymon doesn't have a promotional contract with you or a managerial contract with you means that guy can do whatever it is he wants to do. That's not true. And I'm not going to say why it's not true, but when I read it, I was like, damn, this shit's not easy to get out of. And if somebody doesn't have the foresight to adjust that agreement before they enter into it, Al can keep you tied up if he wants to keep you tied up, dog. You know what I mean? So anyway, so it is what it is. Oh yeah, 122. Did it go up? That's what's up. Let me see. Yeah, another cat just subbed. That's what's up. 122. Yes, sir. Let's make it happen for him, man. Let's make it happen for him. Shit on dreams with the quickness, dog. Yeah, he can. He can shit on your dreams with a quickness, dog. Hey, it's all fun. Hey, it's my pleasure, Brain Thomas. But yeah, man, he can shut you off quick, dog. You ain't just if Luis Ortiz signed the agreement that I read as it's written, nah, he can just tell all Al Haymon got to do is tell him no. No. Yeah, Uncle Hal can yeah, dog. He can take his love away, dog. He can hit the brakes on you real quick, dog. He can hit the brakes on you real quick. Anyway, it is what it is. And with that, I'm out. Peace. Subscribe to Black Fight Fan TV, 78 Swords TV, KQKC, Rough House Boxing, Cali Enigma, Coach Sheldon Harris, Blood Boxing, which is Blood Boxing, Retro Boxing, and documentaries, so on and so on and so forth and so forth. You know the deal. And with that, PK Boxing and MMA, the whole nine. And Sal and I get along, dog, with the Canelo. You know I ride with Canelo. You know I rocks with Canelo. Yeah. Goodfellas Sports TV, all that good stuff, man. I love Goodfellas Sports TV, man. That dude does real good shit. Oh, Paul Quibbs, hold real quick, said, why are there no black promoters in the UK? You know what's a more interesting question for me? Why are there so few black trainers in the UK? I rarely see black trainers in the UK. I see them like on smaller level fighters, but I very rarely see them for the bigger ones. I don't get that. Why is it there so few of those going on? You know? Oh, boxing and barbecue said, I'm late for 9 had to hit the gym real quick. Peace, bro. Hey, it's all good, man. Yeah, that's the bigger question is why don't these guys have black trainers? Right? Why isn't, why is that, dude? Oh, Tito Carlos said that's why they're BNC class fighters. I'm sure it has a lot to do with it, dude. Absolutely. That's what it is. Anyway, with that, I'm out. Peace.